All right, what's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be breaking down Zoom, okay? Ticker symbol ZM. And I do viewer requests every single week. So, if you have any stocks you want to see in the next video, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to do that for you as soon as I can, okay? We're going to start off looking at the 1-year daily chart, and we're going to look at some possible short-term setups that could be pretty lucrative, okay? What I'm personally looking at, all right, is I'm looking at a possible inverse head and shoulders, okay? That's going to be this pattern here. All right, we have this trend line going down, okay, like this. All right, left shoulder, head, possible right shoulder. Okay, we're facing some strong resistance right here at 111.1, 111.11. All right, that's also a resistance line on our volume profile over here. So, if we do pull back a little bit and find some support in this area, and we're able to come back up and break through this resistance level, okay, there's a nice possibility that we may get the inverse head and shoulders pattern. Okay, now we may not pull back, we may just keep heading upwards. But if you're looking for a pullback, it does offer a nice little setup. Okay, if we do get the rejection here, we come back down to find some support. We have two bullish divergence trend lines that we can look to also catch a bounce off of. All right, what is bullish divergence? That's when we're creating lower lows on the price action of the stock. Okay, so it's indicated by these ovals here. All right, we have three lower ovals, three lower lows, but on our RSI, if we look here, we're actually going upwards. Okay, we have a low here, all right, and then a low here on this oval. Okay, and then we have a low here, and we hit our low here, all right, and rallied very, very hard. All right, so that's the beginning of another bullish divergence trend line from here to here. Okay, as you can see, each time we bounce off of these trend lines on the RSI, we have a nice rally afterwards, shortly afterwards, with this bullish divergence. So it's a nice indicator that traders use. They go ahead and they look at the price action of the stock, and then they look at the RSI, the relative strength index, and see, all right, well, as the price keeps getting lower, the relative strength is actually increasing, and that's just an indicator you may see some bullish activity in the future. So again, if we get a pullback off of the resistance here and our RSI starts to pull back, we have this area to look for support, and we have this area here to look for support as well for a possible right shoulder. Okay, so that's the main things that I'm looking at right now on the daily chart. We'll go ahead and go out to the weekly chart, zoom out a little bit. And, we do have this very long-term pattern over here. Okay. And it's going to be a descending wedge, descending triangle pattern. All right. So, this is a bullish pattern, but until we break out of it, we're going to keep heading down. Okay. So as you can see here, we're bouncing off the bottom. We have this nice demand zone that I showed you guys in my last Zoom video. This is our weekly demand zone. And, we ended up coming and finding support here perfectly, bouncing, consolidating in demand. And, these are the main levels I'm really going to be watching. Okay, it's going to be 78 up to about 138. All right, this is the area where I expect to see a lot of sideways movement and consolidation until ultimately we have a breakout to the upside, possibly breaking out from this bearish pattern here, or we have a breakout to the downside. All right, and if we break our 78 support level of demand, right, we have a support level down here at 60, and then another support level down at 31. All right, so we could get rejected up here, keep coming down, find some support at this level, bounce up, find some support, bounce up, and ultimately until we get a breakout either to the upside, for a nice potential bullish breakout on the bullish pattern, or we have a bearish breakout to the downside and end up coming back into it trading sideways. All right. Um, we'll go ahead and take a look at the monthly chart now so you can really see. All right. And if we look at our monthly chart, it's pretty interesting. Okay. There's not a lot of data behind Zoom. This is relatively new stock. Okay, pandemic play, and we see that we are approaching our pandemic lows. Okay, 59, 60, 94, and this 108.12 area. These are the early stages, the early prices of Zoom. Okay, so now that all of that pandemic money and all of the stimulus money is gone from the stock market, we are back at our levels pre 2020. Okay, so those are the levels that we're at right now. And, I expect to see a lot of movement, consolidation in this area. Now, we may get a short-term rally above, okay, because as you can see, these are some valid support and resistance levels on the monthly chart. All right. I do have the fibs on here as well, just to give us some more valid price levels. We have our high, we have our here's our first low we created after that. All right, our low, then the high up there afterwards, And this is going to give us breakout price levels where the stock is going to want to go to if it falls below. Okay. And if you see here, we hit the first one, the 127 on the fibs. We hit that very nicely. It also aligned perfectly with a monthly chart support level. And we look down here and we actually found support right at the 161.8. Okay, so it's really interesting to see that we did break the support level here, but we snapped down, hit that 161.8 level on the fibs and then recovered. And we're trying to hold this 108.88 as support currently. Okay, so, it's going to be interesting if we kind of do something like this, find support and come back up towards the 188. All right, so, that's a possibility. But overall, I am looking for potentially a small pullback. Again, on the daily chart, we are facing some nice resistance. But, if we break out past that resistance, the next resistance level I have above is going to be 149.1. Okay. So, we break out past this 110, 111 area. We got a little bit of resistance around 123. And then 149.1 is where I'm going to be looking for. Okay, if we zoom out some more on the daily chart, okay, and we take a better look, we can see we have our our swing lows to our swings high up here. This yellow area is going to be what's known as the golden pocket. When stocks start to retrace, because that's what these are, the fib retracements. Okay, most likely this is a common area where they come to start retracing. They either get rejected at the 78.6 level, and you see a bounce there downwards, or they come up to this 204.12 level on that would be the price levels on Zoom. Okay, so this is going to be our golden pocket area where if we do get a bounce and a retracement, these are going to be the price targets that we're looking for. And, this nice inverse head and shoulders pattern could potentially take us up to those price levels. All right. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what video you want to see next.